Ball movement cannot be stagnant. That is something Becky Hammond has been preaching as the tip is up. And Alyssa Smith able to get it to her teammates. Smith guarded by, and now switch. Jackie, first attempt, looked inside. She had Smith, but all turned around. It's a turnover that'll go the other way. And there's the head coach of the Dallas Wings in his first season, Jose Fernandez. Has brought his system over after 25 seasons in South Florida, coaching the women's game, and a really impressive college coach, and he's doing a great job so far this season, CP.
Well, their offense is tough, and one of the big reasons is because of that rookie right there, Easy Fudd. But when in talking to Jose, he is thrilled with the offense, but he doesn't feel like their defense is at the level where it needs to be.
Defense, both coaches talking about it, the importance of it. And that's because I think every team has gotten so good on the offensive end. You better have some defense. Tapped out of play, 7 on the shot clock for the Aces. And for Becky Hammond's team, Becky in her 5th season as the head coach. Last season finishing up 25-3 to finish the year with a championship. Trying to get themselves back again. Finally the inbound to Asia Wilson, guarded by Career. Kicks it out to Talbot off the back of the iron, and it'll come back to Dallas.
And talking to Becky about that New York game, she didn't feel like her team really defended the three and were chasing a lot instead of a dictating mentality defensively.
Scrappy defense, knocking it out of play. It'll go the other direction.
There was a different step in shoot-around from the Aces today. Let's see if that carries over in the game.
It's just been a tough stretch. Even though they've been home, they had an impressive win against Golden State on Sunday, but every other day now you're matching up with some of the top teams. It has not been easy as New York came in on Tuesday, and now Dallas here tonight.
Well, Dallas feeling good because they're coming off 2 tight wins.
You're right about that. Asia Wilson had a slow start against New York. She gets the first points of the game for Las Vegas.
Yeah, Asia Wilson didn't shoot the ball particularly well. Just under 39% against New York. She had 9 games in a row where she had shot 50% or better.
Started the New York game 1 for 8 shooting. You're right, her percentages were well below her averages. On the trail now, Jackie found her layup just short, and it's going to go the other way. Defense got back just enough to cause the miss there.
When you look back at the 2 games, these teams, first 2 games these 2 teams met, May 28th, it wasn't until the 4th quarter where Dallas really turned up the pace and really took over the game. Then on June 15th, Dallas started with the pace, and there was no looking back.
They liked what they saw in that 4th quarter back in May, and they brought it out at the very beginning. What a difference this was. Shot clock down to 1. They recognize, and Becker's got a good look, but around and no good. Quick look from Chelsea Gray, and she gets it. Fudd was there, but a couple steps back, and Chelsea gets one.
Man, has Chelsea Gray not been red hot from the 3-point line? Shoot 43%.
Her numbers have really gone up from behind the arc. She's been so selective with her shooting this year. Ogunbowale lost the D momentarily, and Alyssa Smith was flying in for the rebound, but instead they'll say a foul against the Aces.
Yeah, they said that Jackie Young had the hook lock the arm. She disagreed.
It's a foul on Jackie with 14 on the shot clock.
Paige Beckers is so good with the basketball and reading and setting up the offense.
2 on the shot clock once again. Down to the wire, but this time Beckers makes up for the last one.
That's what I'm talking about off the bounce. Just a little shot fake. She doesn't get too close to the defense. When that window opens, she takes advantage.
Pulls the Wings within 1. Ogunbowale out on her former teammate at Notre Dame, Jackie Young, and Asia up top. She hits a high percentage from up top of the key, but that one just misses. Here's Jessica Shepard bringing it up. And Alyssa Smith stays with her. What versatility and what a plus to have a player like Shepard that can bring it up for you. Extra pass, tipped off Beckers. Good defense and rotation by the Aces.
Here's what I'm talking about with Paige Beckers. You watch. You cannot speed this woman up. She can't.
Aces struggled getting to the free throw line in New York in their last game. They also struggled doing that at Dallas against these wings. Asia trying to get some space from Kuir, has to step it back, but gets it. The length of Kuir is not easy at 6'4" in that wingspan, but Asia found some room.
Asia's got that look in her eye, and what you had to expect, she was going to have a bounce-back game, even if she had 16 points against New York. Her dad, Roscoe, said that's a subpar game for Asia Wilson.
Yeah, he's probably right. Those are the expectations. She expects it of herself, too, also, though. Did not hit a three. She does so many other things, though. The assists, the steals, tries to make up for it. It took her a while to get to double figures. Gray with a hesitation, fades it back around and won't go. Dallas trying to push pace. Defense doing a pretty good job getting back. Shepard ran into Asia. Got clocked in the head, a little bit short.
In the previous game, when Jessica Shepard would start the break, the Aces had a tough time
with the white tees and the business. Now switched out on Ogunbowale. Maddie Segrest has checked in. Chelsea Gray out on her. 3 on the shot clock. Again, shot clock winding down, and no chance for the Wings on that one. Another big defensive stop. Head coach, he's been there, done that kind of thing, and brings that experience with her in her 5th season.
Melissa Smith is going after every possible rebound.
And Jewel Lloyd has come into the game and made her presence known. We talked about the success she had in Dallas. Asia not giving up on that one. Around and down. She gets that one to go. The 3 by Jewel prior to that. So I hope Jewel can have the same hot hand that she did in Dallas back in June. Just under 4 minutes left. Bud feeling out the defense, out to Segrist. She's a player that can get a hot hand and good box out by Smith.
The defense already much better than the first 2 meetings for the Aces.
Wait, we've been seeing this though, Carolyn. Just the intensity you got to bring every single game.
Look, here's one of the reasons I would like to see Chelsea Gray in the All-Star game, because who are you going to get passes like that from? And then the second effort, Asia Wilson is being relentless today, demonstrating why she came in with that white t-shirt.
That's right. That is our Palms replay. She is an all-star. Just every game she's in. So fun to watch. Cheyenne Parker-Tyus in for the Aces. So is Kirsten Bell. And Lee Yaruas checked in for Dallas. Double team coming over. The extra pass. Bell ready. Squares it up. Money.
How about Cheyenne Parker-Tyus passing up that corner shot to get it to KB?
The extra pass, so crucial. Becker's not liking the pressure by. Oh, how about her help defense right there? Defense getting back. Becker's with the takeaway. Good job by her to make her way back. Kuir out on the run. Boy, like a gazelle. And Becker's found her. Stops the 10-0 run by Las Vegas.
Kuir sprinting in transition, and you can throw it, up where nobody else can get it. She's got such a long extension.
You're right about that. She had back-to-back plays like that in Dallas back on the 15th of June. Parker-Tyus outside to inside and gets fouled when we go to the line.
Cheyenne Parker-Tyus is making a tremendous impact. The unselfish play, willing to make the extra to get the ball to KB, but it's not just on the offensive end. Defensively as well. And I talked to her this morning, I said, what percent of the player that you are do you feel like you're back after giving birth to your 2nd child? And she said, I'm not quite 100%, but I'm getting there. And she shared with me, she's still nursing.
Yes.
So she said, that takes a lot out of you, but she still comes in. Look at the condition that she's in right now. So impressive.
Has worked so hard. Just wants to be that energy player, that teammate to come in, bring the spark. Well, she's doing more than that. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. It'll go the other way. Big game, though. 14 points. She connected on a couple of threes, so that open look right there. She could have taken it, but made the extra pass to Bell.
Well, Cheyenne Parker-Tyus is that versatile post player. She's got the strong presence inside, but she also can knock it down from long distance, so it'll open up the floor in this Aces offense.
In her 12th season in the WNBA. Sutton's checked into the game for the Wings, up top with the ball. Gets it back from Nuru. And what a screen was set. Sutton She's now connected on her third three, picked up after being let go by Portland in the expansion draft.
This Dallas team is shooting almost 35% from the three-point line, so you got to respect them from long distance, that's for sure.
You got that right, averaging about 8 threes a game. Just a little over 2 minutes remaining. Pick and roll, and Kawir couldn't lose the defense. Jackie makes a push. Asia on the trail, squares it up, gets it. Good start for Asia Wilson and the Aces, 8 points for her. Both teams going to the bench. It's been a fairly fast first quarter. Oh, Packers. Oh, between the legs, reverse, and the layup good.
That's another all-star right there.
Sure is.
She's what the fans want to see.
Oh, no doubt about it. That was a pretty play. 4 points for Beckers. Created that all by herself. High screen for Jackie. She's open, gets it. Using the screen perfectly. First points of the game for J.O. First shot of the game.
Offense much better for the Aces than it was against New York. They're shooting 57% right now.
Aces know they've got offense and ability. They know it's really about the defense that they bring against teams like this. Minute left. Young. Oh, almost a 4-point play, but she'll get 3 free throws. Gonna go against Sutton.
This is special right here, ladies and gentlemen. Folks at home, between the legs to split the double team.
Goodness.
That's pretty.
That really was. That was fun right there. It was really about the only play she could make. It was the perfect decision right there.
Becky Hammond described her game. She said that this is a player that is just special because you can't speed her up. She reads the defense so well, and she doesn't try to force things. She just lets the game come to her.
She said she's a top 5 guard. Top 5 guard in this league, and this league is loaded with incredibly talented guards. Really plays the right way, and all you can do defensively is try to make it difficult for her. Fresh legs coming on both sides. Zaya James in, number 10 in blue for the Wings. Asia's going to get a breather. Slip back on. And Jackie gets all 3 free throws. 5 points for J.O. And the largest lead of the game for the Aces, up by 12.
Now, what's going to be key for Dallas is spacing. Give them room to work.
Backers. Perfect and in rhythm off that screen. 6 for her. Jackie, again, getting fouled on the shot. And I think she was behind the arc. We'll have to see to make certain. Foul on Zaya James, her first, who checked in, second-year player. Just under a minute left, first quarter. Yep, they will have 3 shots. I think Dallas is questioning it, though. They might take a look at it, Carolyn. Our officials tonight, Kevin Fahey, Catherine Chang, and Ken Jones, the trio. Paige Becker saying for 2, she thought Jackie was over the line. So they're going to take a look at it just to make sure. Jose Fernandez.
Watching it live, I thought it was a 2. But we'd have to take a look at it again to see if takeoff was behind the 3-point line.
Right. First one's good. The champs are back. Get your tickets to a 2026 Las Vegas Aces game now. Visit LasVegasAces.com/tickets to get yours. Started out the season on the road for the majority of their games, and finally making their way back inside Michelob Ultra Arena. Jackie, perfect from the free throw line, 5 for 5 with 7 points.
And the main offense has been Paige Becker's.
Page 6 of the 13 finds Shepard in the high post. Smith was there, but they'll say too much contact. Just the first on Melissa Smith, and it will put Jessica Shepard to the free throw line. Western Conference Player of the Week, Jessica Shepard, in 3 games, averaged 17 points, 11 boards, and 5 assists. Really impressive what she's done in this first season with the Wings.
She has thrived under Jose Fernandez. And when we talked to her in Dallas, she talked about how much Jose believes in her and wants her to be, you know, an integral part of the offense. A lot of times you're going to see the first entry pass go to her, and she's making the decisions of what the next option is.
It's the free throws. Yeah, he said he loves her versatility. She's really the player a lot of the time gets them out in their fast breaks.
How about she told us she started her career playing as a point guard?
Yes.
She said, then I grew and got a little slower, so I had to move inside, but she still got that court vision.
Oh, we've all been there. Anyway, some of us just didn't keep going, you know. That one rattles down for Chelsea Gray. Got a second differential shot clock, game clock. And the Aces out to a 13-point lead. We'll see if the Wings can cut into it, get a little momentum before the second quarter. Parker Tyus trying to stick with Beckers, gets out on her, but Paige Becker's so smooth. Lloyd got a look off the mark, and first quarter is in the books. Double-digit lead, though, for the Aces, up by 11. Second quarter action after this. And she's going to get whistled with the personal. What did you like after that first quarter for the Aces? What are some things that you think Dallas could improve upon?
Well, in the first quarter, I said that the Aces needed to stop Dallas off the bounce. Well, they scored 12 points off the bounce. Paige Beckers was 4 for 6. Awak Pierre had 2, and AZ Fudge with 2. So that's how Dallas is being effective in their offense, is off the bounce. That time you saw Jessica Shepard coming off that ball screen.
Well, it's so hard to defend teams once they get to that third dribble.
Well, and the other part of that was 5-card stud. The Aces needed to spread the wealth, not just depend on one player. Well, 8 players have played, 6 of them have scored.
It's a great sign as Melissa Smith gets her first points of the game. Looking for the back cut. Instead, Jewel Lloyd stayed right with Beckers. Time for our Palms replay and what Melissa Smith's able to do.
You look at Melissa Smith, she is shooting 69% from the floor, and it's those shots right there over the defense in that one-hand extension.
She switched the ball into the other hand in midair right there.
So nice.
Strong. That shot just short. And here comes Shepard to bring it up. Hands it back to James. With the turnover, gonna send it the other way. 7th turn of the game for Dallas. They only average 11 per game on the season.
And the turnovers that Dallas is having are unforced, just not a connection between the 2 players.
Coming off the overtime win at Seattle. 112 to 110. They were down by 9 points at one time, up by 13 at one time. Whistle on a foul in the interior.
Yeah, Cheyenne Parker commanding her space in the paint.
Goes against Career. First. Lloyd on the curl and finds Parker Tyus moving onto the interior. Finger roll, good. Good patience by Cheyenne.
Remember last year when the Aces picked up Melissa Smith, having another scoring post inside. I think Cheyenne Parker Tyus adds to that for Las Vegas.
Well, a lot of the problems that Las Vegas had early on is they get the steal, another turnover by Dallas. Roll behind the back to Jewel Lloyd. Still time to spot up, around and down. She wanted that one to go in. And another assist for Chelsea Gray. Crowd loving it. And Parker Tyus, she's got a couple of assists as well.
Now for Dallas, they got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. 8 assists, like you said, they barely average a little over 11 a game.
Aces have been taking advantage, forcing 8 turnovers getting, and there's another one. Oh, almost. And instead, it ends up being a layup, a broken down play, as it looked like the Aces were going to get the fast break. Nice job by Dallas, though, to get it back.
Man, Kane Shepard always be at the right place at the right time.
Sure is. Put that hand up, and they found her. But 8 turnovers now, giving up 14 points off the turnovers. Dallas just got to find a way to clean it up. But the Aces have come out. They've been very aggressive defensively, active with the rotation. And you said it, though, some have been unforced, but a lot of it's been the activity by the Aces. Gray between the legs, guarded by Beckers. Thought about the behind the back. She has options.
Always.
Oh, Talbot thought she had a high low down to Melissa Smith and a bit off the mark.
Chelsea wanted to look for that behind-the-back pass. She usually gets one a game.
Yep.
Man, in that Golden State game, the one that she had to Jackie Young, that was a masterpiece.
Remarkable. Wale cuts into the lane, got the shot, wanted a foul, doesn't get it. Jackie with the rebound. Asia all the way across. Chelsea spotted up right side, around and won't go. Shepard trying to push pace a bit more, trying to find Fudd, and they'll say it's going to stay with Dallas.
But different than on the 15th. As Shepard's coming down with the basketball, you saw Stephanie Talbot pay attention to her, and the other 4 players were getting matched up in transition.
Yeah, there was a lot of confusion defensively on the switches and who was matching up in that game in Dallas on June 15th. They're going to say no shot. Foul on Chelsea Gray, her first.
Look, that's about the only way to stop Paige Beckers. Becky Hammond said, just like people talk about Asia Wilson, not one person can stop her one-on-one. I think the same can be said about Paige Beckers. You've got to defend her as a team.
Yep, going to take a full team effort. Fudd using the screen, curls it around, gets it. She can be automatic in a play like that. Gets it to 10. Asia, hesitation one way, fades the other. Melissa Smith frustrated. She thought she was being held. No whistle. Dallas trying to get it below double figures. Coulier, not a bad idea, but got pushed outside the lane a little bit and too far off. Great for the Aces. Asia on the trail. Coulier right there with her and says, yep, didn't quite get there. Per second.
Watch Azzi Fudd's eyes. As soon as she catches it, her eyes go to the rim, and then that shot is lined up perfectly.
She has a beautiful, beautiful release.
So nice.
Yep. Fudd with the start, her 11th on the season. Averaging 13 points a game. And coming in shooting 38% behind the arc. With that make her 29th on the season. Smith's going to take a seat.
Dallas going with 2 true bigs with Lee Rue and Jess Shepard.
Asia gets the shooter's touch. That one thought about dropping off the opposite side. Instead, fell in. 10 points for Asia Wilson, the only player so far in double figures. Beckers, the screen from Yuru, and she gets it. So patient. Really liking this group. A very different unit this year, a lot of player movement, brand new coach, new system. Jackie trying to lose Fudd and finally does.
That's tough.
9 points for J.O. with 5.5 left first half. Oh, what a screen, and Shepard, oh, help D coming over. And not giving up the layup, but gonna give her some free throws instead.
Jess Shepard saw that lane, protected it in order to get herself to the free throw line. But Jess Shepard knows so much attention is going to be paid to defending Paige Beckers.
Yeah.
So off those handoff, ball screen action, 2 guarding 1. Shepard is so good at slipping out of that action.
Now the crowd after the first missed free throw, making some noise. Hoping it's Slice Slice Baby, a slice of Vegas, giving up some pizza. if they can get 2 in a row, and instead she gets the second. Second personal on Parker Tyus. Asia Wilson had a tough time getting going against New York a couple nights ago. Tonight she came out red hot. She is our Westgate hot hand.
Yeah, Asia Wilson, 5 of 9 from the floor. Much better field goal percentage to start this game than against New York.
She's definitely had a focus about her. Dallas has not been able to frazzle her as Chelsea Gray drew multiple defenders, and Cheyenne Parker Tyus moving without the ball.
Talk about the court vision of Paige Beckers, where the point guard. Chelsea Gray's got it as well, and patient and read like a quarterback. Option 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, and that's the thing about exceptional point guards. Their patience and waiting until things come together. Missed there by Dallas. Rebound to Asia. Her third of the game.
You think Chelsea Gray may get herself in trouble now? She knows, okay, option 1 is taken away, sees the help come over, and Cheyenne Parker Tyus just slips right into that open area.
Finds the gap, a foul call on Fudd, her first. Yeah, Lee Rue had gone up then thinking that the pass was going to go back out to Asia, and instead, Parker Tyus, the open player. Chelsea loses the D. That one almost drops. Instead, Wale brings it up. Dallas continuing to push. Missile foul going against the Aces. Going to be the first on Stephanie Talbot. Talbot player, Becky Hammond talked about her unselfishness, trying to do things that don't always show in the stat column. Wale around and won't go. She struggled in the last game as well, as Parker Tyus is out on the trail and she gets fouled. She'll go to the line.
You know, Krista, when I look at the stat sheet, you look at Steph Talbot only averages 4 points a game, and you go, why is she in the starting lineup? Well, Becky Hammond talks about it's the other things that she does, and so especially on the offensive end, sprinting to the corners. Because Stephanie Talbot sprinted to the corner, that left the lane open for Cheyenne to go down the middle of the floor.
Really important. His first free throw's good. Earlier this evening, Carolyn's other games going on. How about the game in Toronto and Marina Mabry?
Have yourself a night.
Rebound, but it ends up to Jewel. And Asia outrunning, spins it in, and gets the bucket and an and one. Asia willing that contact and is going to go to the free throw line.
15 points already in this first half.
She has put the hard hat on.
You just see how hard she's running the floor, the focus to get the finish through contact. She's not waiting for a foul to be called. She takes care of business first.
Now over 6,140 career points. She moved into 15th all time. She just passed Jewel Lloyd in the last game. Jewel now in 16th all time. Those two are going to have a competition the rest of the season, I think, in that category. 5 on the shot clock. Jackie Onagumbawale. Fuir, great movement without the ball, and the assist to Arike.
I think that's what Dallas has got to do more of to get back in this game. Spacing, reading the defense, and then don't stand and watch. You got to get cuts to the basket with so much attention on the pressure on the perimeter.
4 points for Fuir, and Paige Beckers goes down. There was a screen up top. Hate to see that foul called on Chelsea Gray. Goes into Parker Tyus, but then play continues. Dallas a chance to cut into this double-digit deficit. Shepard on the fader, around and down. Jessica Shepard now in double figures with 10. She and Beckers 10 apiece.
As long as Aces are going to switch off and put a guard on Jess Shepard, she can have a field day in the paint.
Strong, good length, and she's got some hops. She can get up. Jackie guarded by Fudd. Asia one-on-one with Kuir. The shot clock winding down, and Asia takes the jumper, no good. Shepard and Beckers. Smith back in. Shepard one way, goes the other, brings it back around. And Melissa Smith, will they give her the jump? Yeah. Nice job by Melissa. Not committing to the foul. 2:10 left, a timeout here. It looked it up, couldn't get it. Minute and a half left in the second. And out running, Awak Kuir once again. She's got that play down.
She had 2 of those in the 15th of this month. She gets out as soon as Dallas gets the ball. She is running down Main Street.
Fourth-year player, pick number 2 to Dallas. And an 8-0 Wings run. And they've gotten it below double digits, down by 17 a little bit ago, as that one was short by Jackie.
Dallas has cut this to a 9-point game.
Yeah. Beckers was right there. I thought she'd have the layup instead. Once the 3 from Kuir. And somehow Smith fighting off a couple of defenders. And Melissa Smith and Paige Becker slow to make it into the front court.
You watch Awak Kuir turn on the Jets down the middle of the floor. Chelsea Gray is late to match up. Dallas makes her pay.
Foul on Kuir, her second. Aces in the bonus. Asia goes to the line. Asia with 12 points, trying to add to it. Dallas making a push here, though, before halftime. Gets that one to trickle over.
Asia Wilson has as many points in the first half today than she did in the whole game.
Yep.
versus New York.
Yep, you are right about that. Shepard. She had a triple-double in their first meeting. She is about a triple-double machine.
My bad, correction. Asia Wilson only has 14 points. She had 16 against New York.
She's close. Much better first half for her, no doubt. 8-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Oh, and Asia at the last minute with the swat. And one will put Shepard to the line. Good aggressive move by Jessica Shepard.
The focus and shoot around was when Jessica Shepard got the basketball in the top of the key to force her left, but she is demonstrating she is as good going left as she is going right.
Got that right. Bring Marky Freeman in a little more on Jessica Shepard. Marky?
Jessica Shepard recorded the first triple-double of the season, and she's actually recorded 2 of them this season. I asked what contributed to that, and she said she's always been on teams that wanted to win and just does whatever it takes, and so she'll do it all.
You're right, Marky. They're going to wave that shot up right there. Hey, Jess Shepard was close to getting her third one against the Aces in the second outing.
Well, we talked to her before the game on the 15th and asked her about the first triple-double, and she said they're addictive. Once you get one, you want to get another one.
Right? Well, she certainly does. There was a foul as Ogunbowale was trying to fight through the Asia Wilson screen. That's a second personal call, and Jose Fernandez out on the floor, and with 4.5 left on the clock. Becky Hammond wants an explanation.
Well, Jose Fernandez is challenging the... She's 5 for 7. Score at will, specifically in the paint.
Oh, Jackie. Frustrated with herself, I'm sure. Probably should have just taken that jumper, but trying to make the extra pass down. Just a bit off the mark to Melissa Smith.
Another area for Dallas, they were turning the ball over in that first half.
Yes.
They had 8 turnovers, and the Aces were able to turn that into 14 points.
Yeah, got a lot off of it. Much better in the second quarter, only 3 turnovers from that. Kuir, right place, right time, and the putback. She has been solid, and she can just slash movement without the ball. That's 8 points for her. Asia going right at Kuir, and Kuir holding her head, taking the contact from Asia Wilson. Again, no Atlanta Smith out with the concussion.
With Dallas intentional about getting downhill. Paige Becker's got inside. The Aces over-rotated, so there's nobody there to box out Couture or Jess Shepard.
They're holding her head. Well, she took some contact with Asia on the drive. Third personal on Awak Couture.
I think Alicia Clark's at the table.
Yeah.
Come in for her.
And Alicia had missed some games. This would be game 13 for her. The former ace, free agent this year to Dallas. After spending some time with both Washington and Seattle last year, Couture's going to come off the floor. So that's a tough loss for them to have to take her out. AC a little shorter in length at 5'11", but
they don't lose much in
they
grit,
don't lose
though.
much in grit.
Alicia Clark can really muscle up with the best inside.
Let's bring Marky Freeman back in. You got a little more on AC.
And AC said that Vegas will always be home because she won a championship here back in 2022. But it was following that season when her father had actually passed away, and she had contributed that season to her father, who would have been 77 on yesterday.
Thank you, Marky.
Little contact here.
Having something to say about it. 8.5 left, third quarter. Aces haven't had a field goal in a while. It's been all free throws. The last 5 points have come from the line, and it looks like they might get a chance to add some more to it.
Well, that was a real smart play to go a horn set, getting the ball to Asia Wilson because of the size advantage that Melissa Smith has over Alicia Clark. But you got to understand, Clark's going to hold her own.
Oh, yeah.
But Smith able to get to the free throw line.
And the foul going against her, her second. She came in because Couture picked up the third as Smith got the mark on the free throw.
Yeah, that's the one area at the free throw line for Melissa Smith. She shoots about 54% from the free throw line. She's going to have to up that.
I'm working on it. Looks like Couture's going to check in next opportunity and misses them both. Nice chances there. Fred guarded by Asia Wilson. She's got decent range, no doubt about that, and that one no good. And now Wilson up with a double team of players on her and somehow got a shot off and gets another one, and she's going to go to the line. Well, what a tough pass to catch, knowing you've got bodies down to be confident enough to come down and land.
That is pure determination. As the ball's coming down, she's got two defenders around her. She catches it. Look, I think her toenail dug into the ground. She held that pivot foot in order to get around and get an opportunity to get to the free throw line.
Oh, she sure did. I think she was locked in. Free throw good. We always talk about the strength, though, her base and strength that she's worked on. What an advantage that is for her.
That's been the key to her game, I feel like, in her career. How she's able to have such a strong lower body presence that keeps her on balance. It keeps her explosive. It allows her to change direction.
1 for 2 from the line for Asia. 18 points for Wilson. James back into the game. She's always a spark off the bench and lays it up good.
Again, another off the bounce score. Wow, Asia Wilson's running the floor tonight.
And her teammates finding her. She and Melissa Smith both in agreement. If I just run, I know my teammates are going to find her. Or just the second field goal since the 3:42 mark. Last one as Beckers gets a little fader to go.
Paige Beckers is nice.
Beckers with 12 points. Jackie hounded by the defense. Talbot thinking about it. Beckers is right there. Gets a little closer, tries to dish it down to Smith. Too close. Turnover gives it up to Dallas. James needs some help. Chelsea Gray, active hands in the passing lane. Dallas trying to save it. Beckers and Jackie Young, and it stays in play. Dallas comes up with it. James turning the corner. Whoa. Right in at Talbot. Offensive foul. James going to get called, dipping that shoulder. And Talbot happy to go take a breather. Second on James.
Yeah, Dallas again. They're going to put their head down and attack. The first 3 quarters, and then Dallas turned up the speed and picked up the pace of the game and took over.
Boy, they absolutely did. Got that win. They were down by 13 to the Aces and flipped it around in the second half. Foul on Coulier, that's going to be her fourth. Good move by Asia to go at her, and now the Wings kind of looking over, asking what happened. That foul on Dallas gives them their 5th team foul. So Las Vegas already in the bonus with 5:40 remaining this quarter. That could be a big plus if the Aces can take advantage.
I think that's a big point because both of these teams are looking to attack. The Aces, they can defend without fouling, but they can stay in attack mode and keep the pressure on Dallas.
Would be really a big piece. Gray trying to lose Beckers. James stays on. AC back into the game for the Wings. Chelsea way outside, gets the shot up. Raises the iron, no good. Dallas trying to push pace. They've been trying to do it all game. The Aces' pressure has not made it easy on them.
But you watch Dallas, every time on the catch, they're putting it on the deck. They're trying to find ways to get to the paint.
The kick from Asia puts 14 on the shot clock for the Wings.
14 seconds of chaos begins in 3, 2, 1, go!
Jewel Lloyd back on, trying to stick with AZ Fudd. And good topside D by Jewel Lloyd. 11th turn of the game by Dallas, and Lloyd gets knocked to the floor.
But got the deflection, got out of there.
Yeah, excellent job by Jewel, who they list at 5'10". Palms replays, gets the first free throw. Jewel at 5'10", Jess Shepard much longer.
Look at the contributions. 8 players for the Aces have played, and 7 of them have scored.
Good balanced attack. 10 of the last 12 points for the Aces, Carolyn, coming from the free throw line, and being in the bonus with this amount of time, it may be continuing in that fashion.
And I think in the first 2 meetings, neither time did the Aces get into double-digit free throw attempts.
Oh, Jess Shepard fighting hard, and she'll get an and one. The ball was tipped and bouncing. Opportunities for the Aces instead. Dallas going to try for the three-point play.
Jess Shepard is relentless on the glass. She has 11 rebounds today and really working it on the offensive end, gathering position, continuing to work. She got Melissa Smith pushed underneath the basket to put her in excellent position for that offensive rebound.
Gets that one to go as well. 18 for Jessica Shepard. 11 rebounds to go with it. 4:20 left, third quarter. Possession game. Chelsea. That one partially kicked. Trying to slip that through to Asia.
And Becky Hammond talked about the ball screens against Dallas, that pocket pass. You've got to either get it early or late. If you hold it and wait too long, that gives them too much time to recover.
Yep, they are so good at it. AC and Melissa fighting in the post. Asia shot no good. AC not able to fight Melissa off. Thought there was contact instead. Dallas gonna push. Clark. Had the look. Defense wasn't getting back in time, and now Jackie out running. Chelsea finding her. Lloyd on the trail. Not enough on it. She's gonna pick up Paige Beckers. Chelsea got lost in the screen. Fudd way off on the layup. A break for the Aces there. Chelsea on the drive, thanks to Asia, sealing things off. 8 points for Chelsea Gray. Jackie. Asia trying to help on Paige, and that shot just short.
We're going to see Dallas as they try to make their run, though. It's going to be Shepard, Bud, and Beckers to try to get it done. But Asia Wilson is keeping the distance for the Las Vegas Aces.
The lefty with a beautiful finish with the right.
Absolutely. Oh, that's tough. Paige Beckers is so tough.
The contortionist going up with that one as she was bending and got the shot to drop.
Look, in scoring against Jackie Young, Paige is a lot stronger than she looks. I mean, just the power, knowing how to use that English.
Now opportunities last year with some injuries, but good to see her.
And Beckers is coming off 27 points in that Seattle game. This is a player that could take a game over.
Clark on Asia Wilson. James now on Jackie. Asia gets up there, thought she got hit, but she'll take the jumper. 26 for Asia Wilson.
Becky Hammond talked about Asia Wilson being left-handed. A lot of times, people that contest her shot with their right hand hits her on that left arm, but the officials don't call it.
Waving off that shot, Paige gets fouled. It's gonna go on Jackie. It's her third, and the team's second. Well, and you've been talking about that this entire game and the last game when they face each other. That has been such a big plus for Dallas, is on the dribble, and that the defense has not stopped them from getting that third dribble or more.
And I asked Becky Hammond, why does that happen? And she said, you have to dictate the first 12 seconds of the shot clock. Otherwise, you're always playing catch up, and that's what Dallas is trying to take advantage of.
Yeah, she said, you can't get caught watching. She said, you gotta get that early work done. Parker Tyus trying to post up. Clark, help D coming over, but cleans it up herself.
And finished with the left hand.
Yes, she did.
That's big time.
9 points for Parker Tyus off the bench. James just keeps trying to attack. Bell was there with her, but trickles that one over. Isaiah James off the bench. She's got 8 points.
Man, Isaiah James looked so much stronger in her second year in the league.
Oh, and an and one as Jackie was behind the arc. Oh, maybe on the, we'll see what they give her. Jessie Gray liked it.
Oh yeah, that's a three.
Oh yeah, well behind. Foul on Beckers, her second. And gets the 4-point play. 13 for J.O. Back up to a double-digit lead for the Aces, as Dallas had cut it to 4 earlier this quarter. Beckers over to Coulier, trying to make that extra pass, and Beckers was luckily there. Oh, saw Ogunbowale, but lost her footing, couldn't make the reverse. Jackie wanted some contact, took the shot, defense not getting back, and Ogunbowale cherry pick and lays it up good.
Yeah, Jackie got burned on that one because she wanted the call on the foul on that three-point attempt. She's talking to the officials. Arike Ogunbowale didn't stop. She headed the other way.
That's right. Lloyd using the screen. Bell was cutting the baseline, and it's tipped out of play. They'll say it stays here. The official's going to talk it over, though. And they'll say, nope, it was off the Aces instead. Gray back on, and tipped out of play. It stays with Las Vegas. About 11-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Off the inbound play, Bell kept curling, and the defense not there to help. 3 points for Bell, make it 5 after that one.
Jill Lloyd's going to have to get through the screen. Paige Becker's going to try to make it happen.
Career up high. They stepped back behind it, and a break there as Beckers was off the mark. And the shot no good, but the Aces.
And Diana Taurasi.
They aren't too shabby. They weren't too shabby. As she gets the first bucket of this quarter for the Aces.
Now, looking at the stats in the first half, Dallas had 34 points in the paint. They had 16. They had 18 in the first half, 16 in that third quarter. They also doubled up on free throw attempts.
Yeah, they cleaned up some areas and made a push. They cut it to just a 4-point deficit. And now it's back up to the double-digit lead. Gray drives it in. Kirsten Bell with another 3-ball. That's her second of the game. She's got 8 points. Bench has been very big.
Yeah, 22 points from the reserves.
Wale shot just a little bit short. She's really had a quiet night. Carolyn just 2 points for Arike. 1 of 8 shooting. Gray on the drive, puts it up, gets it. And not the way the Wings wanted to start this quarter. Jose Fernandez wants the timeout.
A lot of contact in there. That's determination. She's got relentless tattooed on her forearm, and she demonstrated that last play.
That's right, showing you just why. 9 points for Cheyenne.
You know what I love? She got it. She stayed after it, continued, got the finish, didn't worry about not getting a foul call, just headed the other direction.
We talked to her today. She talked about exerting and giving all she can when she's out there. She showed it right there, but Paige Becker's not giving up on this game just yet.
21 for Paige Beckers.
9 made field goals for Paige. Let's bring Marky Freeman back in. She's got a little bit more on Paige.
Yeah, the fourth quarter is when Paige Buckets comes to life, as you see her with the steal here. I talked to her earlier today, and I asked what her mindset is on the miss mark. I asked what her mindset is in the fourth quarter, and she said, just to see the ball go in. But she says she has taken pride in putting the team on her shoulders when they need a bucket to go and get one. She says she just takes pride in her work and everything that she does day to day to be big in these big moments.
Marky, believe it or not, I've been watching Paige Becker since she was in the 7th grade. She's always had that mentality.
Yeah. And right there, saying my bad, her pass was off the mark and giving the turnover, the 12th to Dallas, and she said my bad on that one. There's a whistle on a foul going to go against the Wings, and Cheyenne Parker-Tyus going to go to the stripe. It goes against Agumbawale, her third.
Cheyenne Parker-Tyus at the free throw line.
Cheyenne is in double figures with 11 points tonight.
In back-to-back games for Cheyenne, with 14 in the loss against New York a couple nights ago. Talked with her today, and as you mentioned earlier, you know, she's not quite where she wants to be, but she's getting there. She's getting close. Oh, wait till she gets there. Hey, great news. Aces gear is now available at the Raider Image in select locations around Las Vegas. Gear up on all things Aces in-store or online. Visit acesteamshop.com for locations and more info.
The WNBA merchandise that is out there now for all these teams.
Right?
Used to, you know, try to get a sweatshirt. Now you can get a quarter zip, you got jackets, pants, shorts, lots of good stuff.
So many good things. Coach Hammond wears a few fun items at times, and we thought for sure, you know, they were giving it. She said, no, I go online, I got to get it myself. She's got to get some connections. Agumbawale with the shot clock winding down, and she gets fouled. Nice attack there by Arike with the shot clock going down. Third on Lloyd.
You think about the first 2 games, you got to compliment Cheyenne Parker-Tyus. She allowed Asia Wilson to get about 4 minutes rest at the beginning of this fourth quarter.
Certainly did. 4 of 6 shooting, 5 of 6 from the line, a couple of rebounds, a couple of assists as well. It's going to stay with the Aces, 10 on the shot clock. Dallas, that overtime win at Seattle, they're coming in off of that one. You see Cheyenne smile on her face. But how about a close 1-point win against Chicago? They've had so many close games these last several times. It can take a lot of energy out of you, and now you're out on the road.
Well, this is the 3rd game for the Aces in 5 days. They've not had a lot of rest time either.
Yeah, how about that? And they head out tomorrow. They'll go to Chicago. They have Chicago on Sunday. That'll be on CBS. And then they will have the Commissioner's Cup game in New York. Asia on the spin, shot won't go. Shep's gonna bring it. Shepard, oh, and an and one. Took it right at Asia Wilson. That was a pretty play and communication between Paige and Jessica Shepard. Pick the roll and giving it up.
Jessica Shepard is so intentional when she comes off those screens. The angles when she slips out of the screen, when the defense switches or helps, she's going straight to the rim.
What a nice addition she's been for the Dallas Wings this season. Had 12 starts last year with Minnesota. She has started every single game this year. And she's now had her fourth 20-plus point game sitting here in this one at 20 points. There's a whistle and a foul going to go against Dallas.
We're seeing more the Aces are trying to take advantage of.
Segrist with her third personal puts Smith to the line, and she gets the first. Talbot's going to check in next opportunity. And Smith with 9 boards. Jules going to take a seat. Lloyd with 8 points off the bench, a couple of assists.
She's hit a couple of threes.
Smith, Archer gets it. Back-to-back free throws made for Melissa Smith.
You're going to watch how Dallas is going to keep the floor spread and then operate off ball screen action and try to get downhill.
Talbot getting over the Segrist screen. We'll stick with Enrique. Beckers gets enough space and gets it.
She is so tough and recognizing how and where to pull up for that jumper.
Smith not wanting to get the foul, had to give her a little space, and Paige took advantage as weaving her way up and under good. Asia Wilson with 28 points.
That strength in the lower body, she can absorb that kind of contact and finish.
Asia switching out on Paige and flicks it around. Double team on Shepard. Oh, and then Talbot, the help D. Nice defensive rotation to intercept that one. Jackie gives it up. She and Enrique going at it.
Watch the power in Asia Wilson's lower body. The step through and then the power up to finish on the left side. Yeah, she said she grew up, recognizing champions that were on the Wheaties box, and now to see herself there, she said it's really surreal.
Yeah, hasn't really sunk in yet, completely. A little under 5 minutes left in this one. Oh, what a pass. And the cut by Shepard. 22 for Shepard and another assist for Paige. Give her 6 of them.
Yeah, the Aces, they cannot get comfortable because Dallas, they've got plenty of weapons to make a run.
They had a 13-point lead in one of the games, gave it up to the Wings, and now give it up there. Another turnover. Wale just missing. Smith lost her footing, but able to get it out to Chelsea Gray. Gray gonna work a little clock. Asia and Fudd fighting. Asia losing Fudd though on the spin move. And a timeout called by Dallas. Asia Wilson with 30 points, 4:02 remaining here in Vegas. Her dad's got one on. Hey, if it works, might see it in the next game. Becker's got a good look, can't get it. Jackie tries to save it. She's right into the fans. Everybody okay, making sure. Yep. Checking her nose. Certainly hope she's okay. Listen, you got to be ready. We're sitting courtside.
Well, look at Dallas is a team that shoots almost 35% from the three-point line, and they have only made 2 threes today. Everything has been intentional about trying to punish the Vegas defense in the paint. But so far, the Aces have been able to match the twos, and they've been a little bit more productive from the three-point line. They've made 7.
Yep. Big differential, because Dallas, as you said, they average about 8 threes a game. They've only gotten those 2. They have had the advantage in the paint, but it hasn't been so far off compared to the three-point shooting. Shot clock to 5. Talbot on Segrist. Ogunbowale recognizing way outside off the front of the iron, and it comes down to the Aces. Oh, and way out running, Asia Wilson add to her totals. 32, Jackie finding her. Beckers in the paint, loses the D, gets it. Paige Beckers with 25.
11 of 19 from the floor. She's been efficient as well.
As she has. Oh, and then she read that one perfectly as Chelsea tried to drop it down to Asia. Fug raising the iron. A break for the Aces. She had a pretty good look there. Defense wasn't quite on her. 2.5 left, and a reach in on Paige Beckers. She's going to take a breather. That's going to be her third personal.
Well, Paige Beckers has played 36 minutes tonight, solid and strong. She's getting a well-deserved rest.
No doubt about it. Dallas will have a home game against Minnesota, but then, Carolyn, they go on a 4-game road trip. First one good for Jay Yo, as you see.
Wow. Flajay Johnson.
Yeah, they've been so close, but not able to capitalize on all of them. So big win against the Liberty. As the free throw's good, 2.5 left. Aces trying to go for win number 13.
Dominique Malunga had 20 points. Flajay Johnson had 28 in that one. Wow.
They're gaining some experience, these young players. 5 on the shot clock. James back on. Had a good look, can't get it. Another rebound for Melissa Smith. That is rebound number 11. Jackie gets it to Asia. They work it around. Smith squares it up for the 3. Around and won't go. Oh, Jackie and Chelsea collide, going for the rebound. Jackie up top by herself, gets it. The defense let her have it. She waited for a second and then decided, okay.
It's just her second 3 of the night.
She has 20 points. Segrist way outside, no good. And the rebound down to Lloyd. Minute and a half remaining, and if the Aces can finish this off, which it appears they will, they'll move to 13-5, but even more importantly, they'll get their first win against this team that had dominated them pretty much in a couple of games.
Well, and they had protected home court. Dallas has not won here.
7 overall. But get a chance to head back and play on the home court against Minnesota. That will not be an easy one either.
Not the way that Olivia Miles is playing. Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride.
It's pick and roll. Segrist with the finish. And James with the assist. Yeah. The Minnesota Lynx have been clicking, even without Lisa Collier yet back into the roster, making a lot of changes in the offseason. It has worked out so far. Arcatias with the fader, no good. Oh, and an one. Lee Rue's going to go to the free throw line. But adjustments made by the Aces in a lot of areas that they talked about, worked on.
Dallas still continuing to run, but Becky Hammond has got to be pleased with the defensive intensity that picked up even when Dallas was challenging off the bounce, and then the efficiency of how Vegas played offensively. 53%, and I think it all starts with Asia Wilson. She came in with a different mentality tonight.
No doubt about it. She was ready to go, and we felt it in the shoot-around today as well with the Aces. They had a different vibe about them. And this crowd getting on their feet, they are liking it. So win number 13 for these Aces as they will now hit the road. They'll go to Chicago and New York. Commissioner's Cup, play a little extra money on the line in that one. Should be fun.
Yeah, and you look at, we talked about 5-card stud. You needed at least 5 players. The Aces also had 5 in double figures to go with that Stinzy defense.
Big bounce back win for the Aces. As we take a look at our